All right, welcome back, everybody. I apologize. I had to do a little reset. I don't know what is so weird about Instagram video and then the Facebook groups video, which they try to push you into doing the room. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go live from the American Treasure page because it's like I had this going on over here and this going on over here. So here we go. So welcome to the second All Natural Beauty Nation live. What is the All Natural Beauty Nation? My name's Casey Hill. I am the CEO, owner, and founder of An American Treasure. We are 100% all natural skincare that is handcrafted, handmade right here in Rhode Island in the USA. We own 3 acres of land here in Rhode Island. We hand grow organically roses to make tea rose oil and rose hip oil, for example, and mint to make mint oil, and all kinds of the great ingredients that are used in our all natural products, such as our 100% all natural facial butters. And this week on the All Natural Beauty, so what is the All Natural Beauty Nation? The All Natural Beauty Nation is our tribe. It's our group with An American Treasure, and we want you to be part of it. So if you have any friends who are like die-hard organics, die-hard all-natural people, they're into holistic health, they're always trying to do the healthiest thing for their bodies, for their skins, you want to share An American Treasure and the All Natural Beauty Nation with them, because this is their home, this is their tribe, this is where they should be. I began my journey with all natural everything as a child. That's how my world always was. However, one thing that wasn't adding up was our skincare. We were being fooled by a lot of similar things that I'm going to give you guys the skinny, the 411, the true story on today right here. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. I did some deep diving into, like, so deep that I needed to put on the scuba mask, I needed to put on the breathing apparatus, and I needed to dive deep into the research of the facts for you guys, because I'm all about facts. My husband calls it fact finding in our house. We like to look at the actual, like, not just what someone is telling you, but then we deep dive into it and we find out what they're supposed to be doing. What exactly does that mean? A lot of companies are alluding to people, just like that was one of the problems that I started An American Treasure and my own all natural skincare line for, was we had been being eluded by propaganda, by seeing, excuse me, that was my husband, he's on a phone call. We had been eluded by the things that other companies were saying, and you hear it and you're like, okay, well, so this has to be true, right? You know, why would they tell me this is organic or this is all natural? But the thing is what you think you're reading, and this is what you're gonna find out here, and you're gonna be like, my God, like, mind blown, is no different than the medicine men and, you know, that sold you the snake oils and the elixirs, and they'd be like, this is going to make you feel better. So they would tell you this is going to make you feel better. And people would equate that in their mind. So someone tells you they're going to make you feel better, you think that they're making you better, right? That they're healing you. Well, in a lot of those different remedies was a lot of alcohol that was getting people to feel really good because they were getting schnockered off of these elixirs. That's why the United States, I'm not sure how it is in the rest of the world for our viewers that are in other parts of the world, but here in the USA we have what's called the Medicine Man Law, the Act, and it is about companies legally cannot make false claims in their advertising, on their websites, their labels. And I just found a whole boatload of companies that are making false claims and that have direct sellers that are working for them making false claims. So here we go. You can only be as smart about your skincare as your knowledge in your skincare. And I want you guys to know the truth. If you have a product that is genuine and it's everything you want and you love it, then absolutely stand by that. But I want you guys to have the facts about what's good for you and what true good for you all natural organic skincare is all about. So we're going to talk about 5 main topics today, and they're going to go quick. But if you come on the live and you have some questions, please feel free to ask. And if you see this afterwards, then please, by all means, comment a question, or you can email questions to bodybutterlover@anamericantreasure.com. You can also message me if you are on my social media. I love to hear from you guys, so please ask any questions that you have. So the first thing we're going to talk about is other companies and their claims of all natural, organic, handcrafted, cruelty-free. These are going to be our 4 that we're going to have. So bottom line, it's all about what people are telling you their skincare is. Is it? This is important to know, because a lot of people who know my story know that, yes, I started with Tupperware, which is an amazing all-natural skincare, all-natural storage for food product. But then I went into working with a company called The Body Shop at Home from Tupperware, who claimed to be inspired by nature. So then a lot of people were saying they were all natural because they heard inspired by nature and thought all natural. And me, just like a lot of other people, I was like, you know what? I'm not, who ingredient label reads on skincare? It's not something that I had thought to do until it became a problem. Until I started to have massive reactions. So I'm doing these parties with this product and suddenly I'm breaking out in hives. I'm having rashes on me. I literally would have to go home and shower from this product that I had loved originally. But now, like, what is going on? And I didn't understand it. You know why? Because I wasn't educated. I didn't have the facts on what was in the products. And the thing is that almost every single thing on the market, actually back then, this is going back to between 2002 and 2007. So in my 30s and, late 20s, 30s-ish. Not to age myself. No, you guys know. I always say I'm 46 years old. I don't, it's all, I put it out there for you guys. But everyone back then had a lot of these things, which is going to be a topic for after the fabulous 4 of what you need to know. So I didn't know any better. And my doctors kept saying my diet was clean. My diet was like vegetables and chicken or fish, and then I went gluten-free, and then, I went soy-free, and then my doctors were like, well, remove dairy and eggs. And I'm like, I don't think it's dairy and eggs though. And they're like, there is something getting into your bloodstream and your system. So this is how, to give you a brief, because you might be thinking, oh, come on, Casey, like, why does it matter what I'm putting on my skin? Well, it matters, because if it goes on your skin, okay, now think about this. Those of you who have chronic pain, have you ever used a medication delivered by a patch on your skin? Why does it work? Because whatever goes on your skin goes into your skin. It soaks in. It doesn't just vanish. It goes into your tissue, which then filters into your bloodstream, which then your bloodstream, what does it go to? Your organs, your heart, your lungs, everything. Your bloodstream goes everywhere throughout your body, right? So whatever you're putting on your skin is legit going into your whole body. It's going into your liver. If you're having liver problems, if you're having lung problems, if you're having heart problems, if you're having connective tissue pain, and you're like, I'm exercising, I'm going and seeing my doctors all the time, and I'm working with a holistic person like Casey, because I'm a holistic herbalist and healer. And I always tell people, I'm like, you have to have a healthy combination of working with your holistic person, your nutritionist, and your doctors. And sometimes you do need medications and whatnot, but your own doctor is going to tell you, eat healthy, exercise, take supplements. They are going to tell you that. Okay? Here in the USA, at least. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but that's how our country is. Our doctors are really, really on top of, you have to live a healthy lifestyle. This is causing your medical issues. But what a lot of people aren't realizing, and even I have an amazing dermatologist, but even I haven't ever heard them say, you can't put chemicals on your skin. It is a fast track. It is the Concorde jet. It is the Amtrak train. It is getting on the race car with Mario Andretti and going down that road at top speed to getting to where first you're going to probably start to feel some pain in your, what you think are muscle aches and pains. But if you go to a good massage therapist or holistic worker, they are going to say, this is your connective tissue. What's your connective tissue? It's that layer of muscle right under your skin. And then next, you're going to go into other issues. Inflammation, your bloodstream acting wonky. Inflammation in different organs could happen. Now, this might not happen to everybody, but all of a sudden, why is there a high volume of autoimmune? It's how people's lifestyles are. It's environmental. Fact. Any good doctor will tell you, environmental things that you were either breathing in, putting on your skin, or digesting are going to cause chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation leads to health issues. It leads to your immune system thinking you have a boo-boo. It wants to heal that chronic inflammation. But the chronic inflammation never goes away because you never stop either eating or breathing in or consuming in some way, whether it's on your body or not, these different ingredients. So first we're going to start with values of a company. I really want to start here because if a company is eluding their values, can you trust them? And that's a question. I'm not going to tell you what to choose here. I want to give you information and facts. That's what the All Natural Beauty Nation is about. It's one part learning facts, hearing facts. It's another part learning the how-tos of, facial care and skin care. And it's another part us telling you how we can help you. It's a combination of these. So facts are, if someone isn't giving you the honest to God truth about their values, then can you trust what they're telling you on the label? Okay, so let's start there. One of our values is being cruelty-free, and it is something I am passionate about. I've always been the animal rescue person. I've always been the person who wants to save the, animal that I had on my social media last year in 2019, I think it was, or it could have been early 2020. It was before the pandemic though. An owl being hit by a car, and we pulled over and waited until we could get an actual wildlife person to come and get this poor owl, because I wasn't just going to leave him on the side of the road like that. That's how passionate I am about cruelty-free. Now, cruelty-free for me is I am not vegan myself. My diet cannot be, because certain people's bodies do well with vegan. My body is a body that needs chicken and fish in it. It needs that protein. It's just how it is. I've actually tried going vegan. However, for that reason, I do not purchase meats or fish from certain vendors and values because of how they are raising. So I go after free range marked dairy and chicken, wild caught fish, not farm raised. It's healthier for you, and the animals are not being abused in the process of you getting your food that you need for your nutrients. So that's where diet-wise, cruelty-free, I go. I stand by all my values with my company. Cruelty-free, as someone who's passionate about rescuing dogs and cats, and that's where we get our pets from in my family. I just, I started watching this is like such a deep dive. It was like a critical deep dive because I read an article that showed up in my Google feed because I love Google. That's what I do for my news feed. And it was how China still does animal testing. And I'm like, so if they still animal test in China, what about all these companies that are selling their product in the country of China? And then that dive led to, well, if you sell your product, fact. Now, here's the first fact on this. If your skincare product you're using, and there's a huge list of them, ladies, by the way, that you can find just by Googling what brands are not truly cruelty-free. PETA's going to tell you right out. They are going to tell you they are amazing. So they've got a whole list right on their website. Check them out. They will tell you who is telling you here in the USA or in another country maybe that they are cruelty-free, but they are fact not testing their products that are being sold in America, but then have their division in China that's making and selling product in China, same brand, different division. So they're like, well, we're not lying because we aren't animal testing in America, for example. I don't know. There are countries, a lot of countries in Europe are following suit and same. But they're not telling you that, well, China, the law is if we're going to sell our product in China, you have to animal test. Fact. If anybody watches Whale Wars, I love it. I love those people. If I could go on that boat, that's like one of my do list of my life is wanting to really I would love to spend some time rescuing the whales. It's like such a huge mind-blowing thing. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Countries in Asia, not just China, Japan, I believe is a big deal. And we're not talking about that today, so don't quote me. Definitely look it up. But they cruelly massacre whales for their blubber to use for, whatever. It's insane to me. It's so cruel how they do it. Totally different than fishing for what you need to survive. It's not necessary. Animal testing isn't necessary. So the bottom line with this deep dive is you need to be looking if your company is on that PETA list or one of the other. There are 2 other animal protection, cruelty-free lists companies out there, not just PETA. PETA is the most widely known here in the US. But do some research. If you are passionate about animal testing and that value and being cruelty-free, you might be shocked. I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. Like, mind blow shocked. Like I said, here in the USA, the FDA, you know, they have some guidelines. But here's another skinny for you guys, because we're going to lead into here as I'm showing you these secrets that are, these are the big secrets about skincare that, you know, other companies don't want you to know. See, we show you how we make our skincare and whatnot. And here's another thing. To go a little bit further, where are they getting their ingredients from? Because they, as a company, may not animal test. But then especially chemical-based products. So if your product that you're using has fragrance in it, which is going to be a little further down the line here when we talk about ingredients you don't want to be putting on your skin, dyes in them, man-made anything. These things are created in a lab, folks. So think about it. The lab coats. When you hear created in a lab, what's the next thing you think about? That movie with Matthew Broderick. I forget the name of it. I think his wife was in it too. Was Sarah Jessica Parker in that movie? I love Sarah Jessica Parker. But I don't know if they were both in that movie, but Matthew Broderick was definitely in that movie with the monkeys, and he was rescuing them. They were getting tested on as lab subjects and whatnot. Like, it's, like, really. So, are the ingredients they're using from a cruelty-free place? I know I can tell you this. We show you our gardens. We show you the whole process of how we hand make, but I also do not keep a secret where we're getting our ingredients from, which are a lot of herbal companies, farms here in the United States that are organic farming, or they are showing that they are not testing the ingredients on animals before it's going to you. So this is the process. This is why our product may be a little more expensive than the cheap product that you can get in the pharmacies or in the stores, but it's for a reason, because we're using ingredients that you have to pay a little bit more for, because A, they're not man-made, they're not cheap ingredients, they're not what I call filler ingredients, and B, they're not animal testing and whatnot. They're not, you know, doing all these things. So this is what you want to be looking for. Again, start by seeing if your company that you're buying products from is against animal testing, cruelty-free across the board. Are the people they're getting their ingredients from cruelty-free? Are they selling another division of their company in a country that is not cruelty-free, that's doing animal testing? These are the things that you can look for, and then you'll really know. I just posted on my timeline on Facebook for my main Casey Hill page, a huge animal breeding mill that's right here in the USA. They're breeding animals that's being used for animal testing. Was I mind blown? Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I'm like, not, and here's the thing. They don't list, obviously, who's purchasing these animals, but do you think that it's only Big Pharma? Big Pharma is not the only thing that animal tests, everybody. They are absolutely not. I can't wait. I'm going to be starting the podcast for the All Natural Beauty Nation soon. By the first of the year. It's going to be launching in January, sometime in January. And I am going to have some of the great people that I know that are all natural, holistic people. They have their own thing that they do. Ours is skincare and the healing life and teaching you how to have a healthy life and teaching you how to have the best skincare, all natural wise. And I can't wait to have them on as guests on the podcast and really like even deep dive this topic even more than just me telling you guys. But look this stuff up. Many companies use a smoking cloud to elude you. They make illusions of how amazing they are with, well, we are against animal testing. Well, what does that mean? This is the question you need to be asking where you're getting your products from and making sure that other people know if you find out fact. Now, don't just on your own whim say bad things about other companies. I mean, God knows that we fall victim to that, myself, my family, and our companies. Like, make sure you have the facts, the hardcore facts. I'll say right out, you know, I had sold for the Body Shop at Home. Body Shop at Home was founded by an amazing woman, Anita Roddick, who truly was, when she was alive, God rest her soul. I met her when I was #1 with Body Shop. She was an amazing woman. She was like, people call me a crunchy woman, I guess you'd say. And she was truthfully behind what she was selling. She never said she was 100% all natural or organic because she was inspired by nature. So it's your job to know what inspired by nature means when you're buying a product. She was passionate about cruelty to animals. It was a 100% thing that she was against. However, right before she passed away, and this is fact because I was still with the company, she sold to L'Oreal, so her brand would go on. L'Oreal animal tests. Period. I'm not 100% positive if they still do in the USA or not, but they are sold in China and they animal test in China. And this is a big thing you can find the facts for on the internet. L'Oreal sold the Body Shop at Home to now a second company that's in South America. I want to say they're mainly in Brazil, but I could be wrong, but they're in South America. That is a fact. I don't know a lot about that company. The fact of the matter is just what's on their label, which is, you know, something that was setting off my skin, was parabens, which are still in their product. Parabens, fact, cause cancer. They are linked to cancer. That is a fact, an absolute fact. Just that one ingredient. Not only that, there are multiple other ingredients that are not all natural. They are certainly not organic. So inspired by nature could be shea butter and cocoa butter that they do use and whatnot. They do source in countries and support community trade, which is amazing. We do same with our shea butter and whatnot. But here's the thing. It's a smoke screen for what's going on here. What else is on the label? We source community trade, but what else is on the label? Who else is telling you that? They've got you like into this one tidbit of, okay, well, X, Y, and Z ingredient is, you know, it's amazing. We get it from Africa, from this amazing farm and, or wherever it is, or, you know, the orange trees in Florida. I mean, whatever they're getting. But then where are these other ingredients? What are they that are going on your skin? Are they good for your skin? Do they cause inflammation? That's a thing to cross-reference. Does this ingredient that I'm not familiar with cause inflammation? Does it cause cancer? Does it cause all the other things? But along the way, they fell short of their values. And so that's something that, for me, for my family, I question. If someone is veering off and then hiding it, and the next thing you know, it's a fact. If they're not showing you the pictures when Anita was alive, and she was the CEO of Body Shop at Home and the Body Shop, let me tell you something. That woman did not hide anything. She showed herself at these places where the ingredients were from. She was a world traveler. She was an amazing woman. But now her product, she's not here to oversee. And it's sold to L'Oreal. Now it's sold to another company that is supposed to be an all-natural company, I believe. But know who you're selling for if you're a direct seller. Know what you're selling. Know what's on your label, okay? And know that their values are 100% accounted for across the board. All right. Next. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to deep dive into the next one. Is it all natural? Is it organic? This is confusing to people. This is simple. I can sum it up to you. If you're here in the USA, the FDA guidelines that are for your food, that are for your medicines, do not apply to your makeup, number one. And loosely, there are some guidelines for skincare. But what the guideline is that you are not supposed to make false claims like I just already talked to you about, but you can get in big trouble for that. But you also cannot advertise that you are organic unless you are certified with our FDA certified organic stamp of approval, organic, which is a yearly process. They can giveth, they can taketh away at any time. This is why an American Treasure markets as 100% all natural and not 100% organic. We tell you on our website what products what ingredients in the products we guarantee you are organic. But in our marketing, we do not ever refer to ourselves right now as organic because we are not certified. Now, that's something that we are in the process about to undergo because we are 100% behind the organic certified herbal farms and other companies that are farming and sourcing organic ingredients, and they have the stamp on the ingredients we're getting. So now that I know that I've done my research as a CEO, as an owner, as a founder of a company that I'm telling everybody this is the best skincare, I know that this is now where the companies that I'm able to get these great ingredients from are not only great ingredients because we've had them in and we've been using them over the last couple of years, but also I've done my skinny research on if they match up with our values and if they are truly certified organic. So that's the fact right there. So here's the big thing. They don't have that stamp. They are not organic. They are not able to tell you they are. A lot of people, I think, whether it's that the owners or the people who founded or the CEOs, and I'm not trying to throw people under the bus, but this is just the truth. I don't know if they just aren't educated in it and they think, oh, this is organic, because some people think organic is just all natural. No, they are two different things. I can tell you for a fact that when they mosquito spray in the state of Rhode Island, they do not go over our home and they do not go within a 1,000 foot. Yes, you heard that right. A 1,000 foot buffer of our house when they do have to do things like that. Because I contacted our DEM when they started doing stuff like that a few years ago, and I was like, listen, we organically farm. We can't be listed with the federal government as a farm because we don't have 10 acres, but we're 3 acres. And what I am doing, look at my DBA, call my town where my doing business as is. I am organically farming roses and mint and all kinds of things that I'm not only feeding my family, but I'm making skincare that I'm selling internationally from Rhode Island. I have been selling this product with the exception for when we shut down the creation of the skincare to reformulate here in-house on our land growing. You know, the company itself has been open since 2007. I founded it 2008. We started selling our first skincare, which was handmade, handcrafted in Georgia by an amazing artesian woman. Now we're doing it in-house. Why? because I wanted to be 100% all natural, not 99.9. She liked to use fragrance. She liked to use coloring sometimes. She liked to use not organic preservative, and I wanted to go in a different direction. So I shut down the line temporarily, and I told everybody why, and I educated myself, and I learned, and I researched, and I, certified herbalist with this and that, and, so much education, and so I know what I'm giving you is a fact. Inspired by nature or with natural ingredients is a smoke screen. Look for what else is in it, guys. Especially when it comes to what I'm going to tell you is the top 3 in the ingredients list. If it has fragrance, dyes of any kind, FDA yellow, red, whatever, or it has a man-made preservative, especially a paraben, but any man-made preservative, it should not be going on your skin. All natural skincare or organic skincare or skincare in general is the red M&Ms that were happening way back, years gone by. I think it was the 50s or the 60s, something like that. But red dye used to cause cancer. Fact. Now it's FDA approved, safe for consumption and to put on your skin. But how safe is safe? I promise you, the skincare of today, if you are not purchasing all natural from a company you can trust like ours, it is the red M&Ms of tomorrow. It is the something that is going to be getting you tomorrow. Okay? Excuse me. Kylie, could you please come get the cat away from me? I have a cat disrupting my venture. I have to apparently prep my kids before I go live to be watching the cats or to be in here. So thank you. I'm sorry for the interruption. We have 4 beautiful cats who also love to be right here with me, and he's creeping up on the table and getting ready to, and I have like some of the skincare over here, and I'm like, all I can see is bottles smashing onto the floor, and like, does that sound like your house? We're a real family. So what are they calling themselves? If it doesn't say organic on the label and it just says it in their advertising, red flag, because they're probably thinking, well, I'm not putting it on the label so the FDA won't be able to, because it's thousands of dollars that you can be fined. Thousands. You can, I believe they can even shut you down if you keep doing it, but it is a lot of fines. It's at the least heavy fines. If people are, and then I believe you go on a list if you're caught doing this. So I've seen multiple companies that actually are being promoted by same marketing businesses. And this is where I really deep dove into it. I was up from 2 a.m. straight through until now, just researching it, because I was like, I've never heard of this organic company. Organically handcrafted. No pictures of hand making the product. No mention that they're hand making it. Like our family says, handmade with love from our family to yours. We are a genuine handcrafted in the USA. Well, that's because now going into the next, and then I noticed no organic stamp. Doesn't say organic on their labels. Is that why they're doing it? That would be my venture to guess. I could be wrong. Maybe they just don't have the knowledge. Maybe they don't understand what organic is. But organic is no pesticides. It is organically grown. No chemicals come into contact with it. If we say we're organically growing it here, you can bet your bottom dollar we are organically growing it here. Okay? So going into the next, let's cut through the chase. is handcrafted. I'm very intrigued by this. I don't have a super lot of information. Did a little deep diving on this, and I can tell you this. Handcrafted, for example, in the USA, simply means that it was made in the USA. Take that what you wish. But our product is literally handmade here on our property by ourselves and the people that we hire to help us. And it is literally handcrafted. When I hear handcrafted, I'm at a farmer's market and purchasing their jams or jellies that they're making in their kitchen, or I'm purchasing clothing from the woman who's a seamstress who's handcrafting, hand making her goods. Or I'm at an art festival. Like, we have something called the Scituate Art Festival, which is amazing. It's like all these amazing crafters and artisans here in the state of Rhode Island, where we are mainly located, our primary residence for ourselves and an American Treasure right now. We started in Georgia, is why I say that. And Georgia is still my second home state, but this is where everything in American Treasure is in Rhode Island. And, you know, that's what handcrafting is for me. Handcrafting isn't in a factory with machines that, you know, so what if the person who just finished running product A that has gluten in it now misses a little speck of gluten on that machine, or it's stuck in the gears somewhere, which can happen if you're using a machine. The only way you can guarantee something being 100% gluten-free is if either the place it's being manufactured is 100% gluten-free or soy-free or whatever it is you're looking for that you're allergic to, or they're a 100% all-natural or certified organic facility, meaning nothing that is a chemical is made in that facility. Or if it's like us and we're handcrafted, and the bigger we get, our business plan is building a bigger home that is going to be on the American Treasure acres that is going to be here in Rhode Island. But our business plan is to, as we expand through the USA, to have them in our different regions. We have 5 regions we work out of. That's handcrafted. That's handmade. So know what you're purchasing. Know what you're purchasing. All right, everybody? That's my bottom line with that. When you're purchasing an American Treasure, I'm going to go into my final of this week's The All Natural Beauty Nation Live to give you guys the skinny of everything that you need to know about your skincare and about all natural beauty. And today it's about your skincare and making sure you know the difference between this has something that's natural in it and the rest is there's a lot of chemicals and things that shouldn't be on my skin, and this is truly organic, it's certified, and this is truly 100% all natural because that's what the label says. Read your labels. This is our label. This is the whipped body butter, for example, which has sunflower seed oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, grape seed oil, avocado seed oil. Essential scent, meaning essential oils is the only thing that scents our products. I had done a deep dive on fragrances a few years back and immediately cut fragrances out of our line. You know what? I love the smell of cucumber melon, guys, but cucumber melon is not derived in nature by an essential oil, and it's a fragrance, and it shouldn't be on your skin. These fancy scents that are fragrances, you will be mind blown. Start looking at fragrances. In the top 10 of what shouldn't be on your skin, it is number 1. This is our body butter. You can tell. It's completely all natural. Here's the other way you can tell. You put it on your skin. Now watch. as soon as I start rubbing it, see how it's vanishing? Vanishes right into my skin. I use see, no white. And I didn't have to go like this. Ever have to do that with your lotion or your facial lotion or your skincare? Or I look like my husband says the Lord Voldemort look, meaning your skin is white from your lotion as you're waiting for it to soak in. This is soaked in. Look at. Not greasy. That's my hand, guys. I'm up close and personal right there. No makeup. No, you can tell my nail polish is breaking off. This is the real me. Going right into the skin. Okay? Going. Soft. Feels great. Also, why my hands are not cracking and splitting and peeling. I have autoimmune diseases. It was a big deal. A big, huge deal. Digital ulcers and whatnot, which I still fight. And I have to really deep dive into a bottle of my body butter when I have that going on. But dry skin does not happen on my body. Hasn't ever since I started making this product. Do you have dry skin? Do you have psoriasis or eczema? If you haven't seen it, we have a body butter challenge going on right now. It is free. You get a little collection of body butter sent to you. You use it for a week. It's like, remember the Dove versus Soap challenge? An American Treasure is doing our body butter versus their lotions and body butters challenge. And we want you to try ours. And we know, because if you're using something and having to use a ton of it, let me tell you something. I can go a day or two or three without putting my body butter on my normally dry skin from autoimmune diseases. And it'll still be soft. My husband couldn't believe it when we started. He's like, your skin is so soft. It's from our products. So if you would like to apply to be part of the challenge, it's a selection process, but it's simple. You do a 15-minute, I actually give you a free 15-minute skincare, solution problem solving session where we talk about your skin problems and how to solve them and how we can help you. And then I ask you, would you like to be part of the challenge if you have that type of skin, if your skincare that you're using now isn't working for you? So if it is working for you, then, I'm not telling you switch from them to us. If you have a great skincare product, you love it, you swear by it, you do not have cracking skin, dry skin, blemished skin problems. This is me, no filter, no makeup. I do it all the time. My skin isn't perfect. I have freckles. I have a scar on my nose from having skin cancer removed. But you know what? I'm 46 years old. I'm creeping close to 50. I'm going to actually be 47 in less than a month. I've had 5 children. I have 4 grandchildren. There's a reason why my skin doesn't look my age. And it's my skincare, and it's also why we have the Healing Life movement, because it's also my diet and how I take care of myself. You have to have them both. Okay? And we genuinely care about our customers and about our all-natural beauty bosses who are our sales agents. That's what they are called. They have their little tribe. That's why I created the Healing Life movement. Because I'm like, okay, but if they're not healthy in general and they don't know how to be, then how can they have healthy skin? Because they're going to be like swimming upstream with their skincare. So I'm like, so that's what the Healing Life movement, that's what this group is about. So what's the top 10? You want to, number 1, fragrances, dyes, parabens, all of these, okay? Almost every single skincare is going to have fragrance or dyes, or number 4, artificial preservatives, okay? Our preservative is called Lucidal. It is the only organic preservative. It is actually approved by Whole Foods. So if you're a Whole Foods crunchy kind of person, like we are, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, that kind of thing, and you primarily are like as organic as you can be, Whole Foods approves the preservative that is organic that we use. Why is it organic? It is fermented radish root that is made with the same process as kombucha is made, for those of you who are familiar with that. It is okay. You know, it is great. It is safe. And we've tested ourselves, and we have a 2-year. That's why when you get a product from us, you also know what I call the born date or the birth date of our product. Meaning, our batches are actually like, we know when they were made. They're not sitting in a factory somewhere in a warehouse sitting there. And then you open it up and there's a coupon inside that says it expired in 2017 and it's 2020. I am going to be telling you guys all about that in one of the future lives. So parabens are proven to possibly be linked to breast cancers and other cancers. They lead to hormonal imbalances, okay? And they are linking them to cancers. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? If it says paraben in the label anywhere, walk away from that skincare. And I can tell you for a fact that Body Shop is one of those skincares out there, and their tribe is saying they're organic and they're not. And I used to love that company myself, but that was what happened to me. That's my story, so I can tell it. I'm not just picking up from, this is my story. I started having these massive skin issues that I never had in my life. And it was what was in the ingredients. And then I started really looking into it. And the only way, why did we start hand making ourselves? First with an artisan, now with us. Because I realized that if it was made in a factory, it was not going to be 100% guaranteed to not be contaminated with something that I did not want in there. And if I wanted to just have a factory make it and put a label on it, there was going to be something in it that I didn't want going on people's skins because it was causing inflammation. So your top 4 of the 10 are fragrance, dyes, which would be FDA approved yellow, red, parabens, and then man-made preservatives across the board. From there, and excuse me, I can't even pronounce a lot of these because, if you can't pronounce it, they always say it doesn't go on your skin. So did some deep dive research for you guys. So for the current of what this, so, you know, I go after the bloggers that blog about this, the government websites and whatnot, and then research if this is factual. So sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate, these are usually foaming agents that are used in personal care products, including your skincare, shampoos, toothpaste. They actually can cause skin irritation and trigger allergies. The chemical compounds in them are also 90% of them believed to be carcinogenic. So it's like I said, a red M&M, the red M&Ms of yesterday, and I'm not like, red M&Ms are okay now. But back when they weren't, okay, and I love M&Ms. So don't hate the M&Ms. I'm not saying not to eat M&Ms, but I'm saying back in the day, it's the red dye of back when. It's the future. Toluene is a chemical that you find in your nail polish and hair dyes. It's a volatile solvent that is toxic to your immune system. It can cause birth defects. There's a reason why I normally, I don't often have on nail polish. Right now I do, but I stopped wearing nail polish and stopped putting makeup. And we're in the middle of making our own makeup. And we're in the middle of research on safe nail polish. So future things to be coming with an American Treasure. And that is the reason why. So that's number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Formaldehyde. Do I have to say any more? It's a known carcinogenic. It's linked to asthma. It's linked to toxicities and neurotoxicities. It's found in preservatives, so it's hidden, okay? And these are a couple of, so look up formaldehyde-based preservatives is what you want to Google to get this list. I can't even pronounce this stuff, so it shouldn't be on your skin. Quaternium 15, DMDM hydantoin, and I'm going to have a blog coming out soon that's going to have a list of these things. Oh my gosh. Like, really? Number 7, Oxybenzone and other chemical sunscreens. People see, when they see me in the summer, notice my sunscreen doesn't go into my skin, but that's because it's a mineral. It's called zinc. They make it to go into your skin with things that are chemical mineral filters, meaning that they are harmful to your health and the environment. They're used mainly in sunscreens, SPF lotions, lip balms, and even makeup. So if your makeup or your skincare says SPF of, see why it says that. Our product has a natural SPF. I don't market it. I haven't, but we're going to be putting it out there because a lot of people ask. But it's because we use vitamin E and grapeseed oil and sunflower seed oil, which all have a natural SPF in them. So the ingredients in our product have a natural SPF, not we're adding a chemical. Number 8, triclosan. It's an antibacterial. This is a big thing I wanted to talk about today for our number 8. It's actually an antibacterial agent that has been used in antibacterial soaps. In 2016, it has been banned. It's not supposed to be used, but they still do allow it in personal cosmetics. And let me give you an FYI. Skincare is considered cosmetic as of right now. Why? Can't tell you. Skincare should be in a class of its own, like food. But our FDA guidelines, it's all together with makeup and cosmetics. And that's why a lot of companies are confused. And unless you deep dive like we do, we deep dive, we educate, and then we educate and give you the information and the facts. But this contributes to gut inflammation. It promotes tumor growth in studies. So it's not good. It's not good for you. Okay? Are you ready for the next one? Because I see this in a lot of things. Polyethylene glycol, or PEG. This is often used as cosmetics, lotions, shampoos, and sunscreens. So look for PEG. It is a known carcinogenic, okay? It causes respiratory issues. It actually has been banned from Canada. High five, Canada. It's been banned from Canada, okay? And our number 10 for you of the what you do not want to put on your skin. I can't even with these. PHTH alates. Phthalates, however you pronounce that. PHTH ALATES. I didn't want to need to get a degree in chemistry, folks, to get skincare and put makeup on my skin and do my hair, for real. This is actually added to plastics so they don't become brittle, but they're also used in cosmetics and fragrances. So this is why no fragrances, guys. It's an endocrine disruptor, and it can cause hormonal and reproductive problems, birth defects. Did you ever wonder why maybe a lot more people are having problems conceiving, babies being born with birth defects? Look at your labels. That's my bottom line. That's the end bottom line from the deep dive from me, Casey Hill, the CEO, owner, and founder of An American Treasure. An American Treasure, we are what we say we are. It's on our label, and you can watch the All Natural Beauty Nation live here with myself, and we're going to be starting to have other special guest speakers too. Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our current time for it. If there's a time change, just look on the An American Treasure on Facebook. The All Natural Beauty Nation on Facebook, which is a group that you can join, and An American Treasure right on Instagram. And follow me, Casey Hill, on all of the social media platforms. It was great having you today. Thank you for watching. Take care of your skin. Please read your labels and deep dive into what your skincare is currently doing, what they have for their values, and if they're true to their values, and what's on the label. Have a great day, and God bless everyone. Love your body, love your skin, and feed your skin healthy skincare and cosmetics the same as you feed the inside of your body, because it's all going to the same place and making you the healthiest or not so healthy you that you may be. So anyone who needs help, again, you can email bodybutterlover@anamericantreasure.com or get us on our social media. Have a great day.